the whole year when she worked as a tour guide in the admissions office. One of the things that I most remember about first meeting Tao is during the summer an email went out to all of the tour guides to let them know that I was new to the department, and Tao was the very first one to welcome me and say hello. Tao is always very professional and always handles any task that's given to her very easily. She's an amazing person, and I wish her the best of luck in the future.
Hello, I'm Rob Thorpe, Superintendent of the New London Springfield Water System Precinct. Last summer we hired Sean Miller as an intern. Sean was able to apply much of his education from Colby Sawyer College to assist us in eliminating our antiquated asset management system with a GPS-based system. Sean's personal and professional development grew exponentially through his interactions with our staff here as well as the residents of the town of New London. And it's much appreciated, and we would gladly have him back anytime. He proved to be an asset to us himself. And hope he does well in his endeavors. Thanks.
It's been a pleasure watching Sergio over the past 4 years. I think the way he's changed is probably the same way he's changed on the tennis court. When he came in, he was a little more reactive and just out there, but now he's been attacking the ball more, and I've seen the same sort of thing as he's matured over the past 4 years. He's become more decisive and has spoke up more as these 4 years have went by.
Well, I'm a great admirer of Sujan's. I've known Sujan since he was a first-year student here from the mountains of Nepal with a wonderful Hindu sensibility and a rather smaller view of the world. And in the Wesson Honors Program, where he's been a star, we emphasize impertinent questions and an optional immersion in the liberal arts. And he has a big liberal arts mind, and it's gotten bigger every year he's been here. His work for Wesson, his work for the Res Ed department, and of course his work for business has reflected what a really humane global perspective, and I admire him entirely.
I've known Christina for almost 5 years now. I recruited her here from Lebanon High School, like I mentioned, where she was a standout student athlete, and she came to Colby Sawyer and swam for me for the 3 years before I left, and was an amazing swimmer. She broke several school records. She qualified for the ECAC championships, and at our championship meet she always did amazing. She proved herself to be one of the top athletes in the conference. In dual meets she was almost always undefeated. She probably had one of the hardest work ethics of anybody I've ever trained in all the 20 years I've been coaching. Just an amazing person to work with, an amazing athlete, and a born leader, true leader. I really saw her grow over the 4 years, well, the 3 years I coached her, and I followed her results this year, and she did not let down anybody again this year. Once again, this year she broke her own records, broke new records, qualified for ECACs. Christina is just a very quiet individual, but she's just a natural leader, and I think she was very influential on the freshmen and the underclassmen and helping them to learn what Colby Sawyer was all about, what our program was about. Professors always said great things about her. We loved having her in class. Obviously, I loved having her on the team, and I think Colby Sawyer was very lucky to have somebody with such talent and who was just such a genuinely great person to be a role model and represent our program at Colby Sawyer.
After working with Biplov these past 2 years, supervising him as an RA, it's amazing to see what he's learned as he's put on some very creative programs. From teaching his residents how to use Photoshop, to teaching them how to play an instrument, or even making hundreds of dumplings for them, he's had a tremendous impact on students' experiences at Colby Sawyer College. I knew when I needed help, I could count on Biplov to bring his creativity to the table. Thank you for all that you've done, and I know you'll be successful wherever you end up.